Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pascal.
And your girl Sandy.
And we back at it again with a Wednesday edition of The Real Beef with S&P.
We're back.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well out there. We're happy to be back with you guys. Told you guys we'd be back.
And on a regular, honey.
That was not a mirage, okay? That was not us messing with your minds, okay?
Yes,
that was
sir.
a real thing. And we are back at it again with another one. We're not the longest show today, but we do have some things that we got to talk about. And this is just ridiculous, y'all. I'm gonna keep it completely real with y'all. This is the dumbest story I've ever seen in a good long time. We're gonna talk about it. I know Sandy agrees, but before we get into everything, do us a favor, because this does help with our show to continue growing and all that. Please be sure to hit that like button down below, please, and thank you. All right, please crush that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. All right, don't forget to do that as well. Come on in, get in here. All right, it is hella warm. Feels really good in here. So jump on in for a really great conversation and a much needed conversation nonetheless. No, I'm being dead ass. This is a conversation that needs to be had for a lot of businesses out here.
Not y'all know we're gonna keep it a buck, because that's what we do on this show, honey. Okay, we're not sugarcoating anything today.
Not only
nor any other time.
Not only just Black-owned businesses, but all businesses. Real talk. Some of y'all need to. I'm going to hold my thoughts for a second, okay? We're going to get into the conversation here very, very soon. But real quick, Sandy, how you feeling? How you living? What's been good, man?
Man, we are doing okay over here, man. Yesterday we had some thunderstorms, so unfortunately, so we're running on fumes and espresso. This is my second time getting espresso. I don't even do espressos, y'all, but today I needed it yet again. Look, I see you with your coffee. Listen, thunderstorms do not do well with 6-year-olds, and more specifically my 6-year-olds. So we were literally up most of the night, and we had an early school day as usual. So we're on the struggle bus, but we got our espresso, okay? And y'all know we run on fumes right up and through here, okay? So that's what we do. And how you feeling, dog? What's good your way, bro?
Man, you know, I'm not really feeling that. I'm actually the opposite of that. I'm tired.
Look, wake your ass up, fool.
I know. I need to wake my ass up.
Wake it up. We got things to do.
We got things to do. We got conversations to have. And this one's absolutely wild. But yes, I'm doing good. I'm good. I don't know. You know how it is. It's a Wednesday. So you just kind of feel like I've been slumping over this hump day. Let's just say that.
Man.
All right. I got bars. Okay.
Period.
I got bars. But outside of that, we have got to talk about this. Unfortunately, we don't have an hour and a half to do this show today. Unfortunately, we got things to do today as parents and as human beings on this planet. So real quick, I don't know about you guys, but this story about Chef P and pink sauce. If you don't know about Chef P, also known as Veronica Shaw, her government name is Veronica Shaw, aka Chef P. Well, she created this stuff called pink sauce. Okay. And for a while, I mean, this is before the glow up. Like, I'm sorry, hold on. Let me just say this, okay? The photos that you're seeing right now are way before the glow up.
Right.
And why I say the glow up is because, real quick, just give you guys a breakdown. She was on TikTok. This concoction that she created in her apartment, in her kitchen, she started sharing it on TikTok. It went viral because it's pink and it's cute, right? Oh my God, girl, what you eating? It's pink. I love it. I want some too. So it went viral, right? So next thing you know, there was a huge demand of people that wanted this pink sauce. What does she do? Like any budding entrepreneur does. They go, oh, since there's such a high demand for it, maybe I should sell this ish, right? So she starts going, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm selling it. Okay, it's now online for you guys to buy and all this stuff. She starts making these concoctions, bottling them up and sending it out to people who are buying them. These packages show up without refrigeration. Some of them come out all messed up. The bottles have burst because of the heat, or they come out in different colors. One is fuchsia, the other one's just plain like beige, not even pink. Okay. A lot of really bad things that were going on. Nutritional value, or the nutritional items, or whatever, like the ingredients and the nutrition label on the back or on the side of the bottle isn't even correct. There's just so many bad things about this that would turn any person away from buying or consuming this kind of stuff. In fact, even myself, when I see, let me show it to you guys one more time. When I see stuff like this, or these other photos that she has out, which we are going to be seeing in these articles, they I don't know about you, but I get kind of, I get bubble guts. Like I really don't feel right. Like I feel sick to my stomach, y'all. I mean, it does not, like, it's gross. Okay. We've tried it before. We've tried it. I was very reluctant.
We did on my channel.
We did it on her channel.
Yep.
I was very reluctant to try it, but I did try it nonetheless. But because of what I've seen online and how this became such a viral conversation about how bad she was with her own business, especially when it has to do with food. It's food that's being consumed by people. It can poison you. It can get you sick. You could pass on from eating something that has been not taken care of or prepared or handled properly. Right. So with all that being said, she made a lot of headlines back in the day because of her lack of care. Now, I don't mean that in meaning like she didn't care. I just don't think she was thinking. I don't think she was thinking. She didn't care either
if you base it on her responses to the
backlash. That is true. That is very true.
When the original criticisms came out and that went viral and people were getting their pink sauces in the mail that she done shipped out herself, child.
It was bad.
Yeah, she wasn't the most gracious in regards to taking that criticism either.
That is very true. You got a point. She was not gracious at all. So she was getting a lot of backlash for all that. But then for some weird reason, by some stroke of miracle, I don't know what it is, but she somehow, this is the thing that was surprising to me, because I'll explain here in a second, because it kind of links back to when we did our taste test of it on your video. All right. By some weird, strange stroke of miracle, she signs with a food distributing company, like a food company by the name of Dave's Gourmet. Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even realize, I didn't put two and two together. Okay. I thought that because right now you could see it, or maybe not anymore. I don't know anymore. But as far as I'm concerned, they are still selling this stuff in Walmart right now. Yep, so if you walk into the condiment area, you see pink sauce chilling in the cut right there. It's on shelves right now. People are actually buying this shit. I'm sorry for saying it like that, but people are buying this pink shit. So you go, you can buy it because Dave's Gourmet basically signed her on and said, we're going to take your stuff and we're going to distribute it, and you're going to go and, you're going to become global. You're going to become a brand now. So that's where we were at that point. Now there's some new stuff that's been going on, which is still something so odd to me, which we got a lot to break down, a lot to look at. Don't worry, we are going to be looking into it. But at the same time, now we're kind of course, I'm literally like, I pressed the fast forward button here. All right. So we're revving all the way up to where we are right now, which is she is saying that she's broke and that she launches a GoFundMe account with $100,000 goal because she says Dave's Gourmet was not paying her the royalties that she was supposed to be getting for the content, for the pink sauce that was selling off of the shelves. It doesn't make any sense to me, because in my mind, I'm like, wait a second, wait, how you broke? But hold on, because we got receipts, we got a response from Dave's Gourmet that comes with receipts, okay, that actually show you, oh boy, This is when you have somebody who is just gluttonous, somebody who is absolutely greedy as fuck.
Yep.
And doesn't give a damn about the actual product. She just cares about her glowing up. She just cares about the monies
The
and
dollar bills.
being this boss bee, rather than thinking about, okay, maybe if I want success in the future, maybe I have to maybe I have to scale back a little bit with the braggadocious type of swag and stuff that I put out here on my social medias and whatnot. Okay.
Mhm.
Don't worry, we're gonna get into all that stuff. But see, I'm just like, bleh, bleh. But okay, and it's not her, it's the sauce. Beautiful girl. I just think she's dumb. Okay, so Veronica Shaw, the TikTok creator behind the notorious pink sauce sensation last year, said she hasn't been paid by sauce company Dave's Gourmet after they took her viral creation to Walmart stores nationwide. So in a GoFundMe account launched last week, Shaw claimed that she is broke because the company that helped her sauce go legitimate isn't holding up its end of the bargain. She says, as a young entrepreneur with big dreams, I followed my intuition, and went forward toward my dream to create something new. She wrote in the campaign, which has a goal of $100,000. I made a few mistakes on the way. Okay. More
Just
than
a couple, huh?
A few. Okay. Way more than a few. All right. A cornucopia of mistakes. But anyway, which led me to trust a company that is trying to take everything away from me. They lied to me. They are not trying to pay me, or they are not paying me, and are not being transparent about records. She accused the company, which she doesn't name directly, but is almost certainly Dave's Gourmet, due to the deal she struck with them last year of failing to reimburse her for marketing expenses that came out of her own pocket. I have been silenced and financially sabotaged, she continues. I am a single mom. This is the bullshit. Okay. I am a single mom and I do everything for my kids. Yeah, sure. Right now, I don't even have enough money to buy my kids food on my own. Okay. Now, before we go into everything, before we go into all of that ish, okay? First off, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
She's coming out here with these claims that they didn't pay her at all. Now, we have the response from Dave's Gourmet, which we are going to look at. We even have the video in which which is now been shared, reviewed over and over again, her on video saying that she's being defrauded by Dave's Gourmet. Sandy, what are your thoughts on this really quick before we go into that actual video?
Well, let's talk about my reaction when this first came out, because since then, a lot has transpired. So this was just a few weeks ago, right? So she was coming on camera, sharing the fact that she now officially has a GoFundMe, that she has been defrauded of funds and royalties that she was owed, that there were promises that were made from Dave's Gourmet that they did not adhere to or follow through with. She was then claiming she was broken, all of that. So in my mind, of course, the first thing I want to do, and the first thing that I naturally did, was I gave her the benefit of the doubt, right? So when I initially started, I was like, okay, the girl had already fucked up many, many times over. A lot of those mistakes, except her reaction to the criticism, because I don't agree with how she reacted to the criticism, because she deserved the criticism at that time. Okay. So her response to it, I did not at all agree with. Right. But the fact that someone in her space, in this place, someone who created something just randomly and just went viral on TikTok, decided to bottle it up and ship it and send it out. Okay. You're going to make mistakes, especially if you've never had a business prior to. You're not as well set, you're not as savvy when it comes to guidelines, FDA guidelines as far as food, shipping, and all the things that comes along with it. Okay. There were misspelled things on the bottle itself that she shipped out. There were so many things wrong, right? Common mistakes that can happen when someone starts a business. So of course I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. The other side of it was too, that upon hearing that she's broke and that she's being defrauded and she's not making the royalties and they're not paying her and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, of course, I'm thinking, damn, I'm hoping they didn't do all of these things, of course, because she is a young girl who this is probably their, I mean, obviously their first, business deal, this being a very large one. So there's a possibility that when she got the contract and got the deal, especially after all of the negativity that surrounded the pink sauce, its distribution and all of that prior to, right? All the negative feedback, for her to finally get a deal, she probably jumped at the opportunity and may or may not have had an attorney actually review the contract. So in my mind, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, going, well, maybe she didn't get a professional to review the contract. She signed on the dotted line because she probably thought to herself, this may be my only way, you know what I mean, to really make this a real business. And keep in mind, Dave's Gourmet really took a chance on her because it had more negative backlash than people saying the shit was good. The pink sauce was good. Okay, let's keep it a buck, right?
I still can't believe that I still can't believe she even got signed to any
that part.
Company.
I was shook when that came out.
Then also, that's the other thing too. It's the young, black, impressionable, broke and hungry artist that sits there, and this big company goes, "Yeah, honey, we want to sign you, hip hop artist, Nicki Minaj type person here." You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you're signing away your whole life without even noticing, because you're too busy thinking about feeding your kids and feeding, taking care of your family and all that.
Absolutely.
Only you find out that everything in perpetuity, your whole thing in perpetuity is screwed, because now they own everything you make. So I understand that piece, but this one's a little different. Go ahead.
It is, because the reality is, as she's sharing all of this stuff, okay, I want you to also put this in the back of your mind, because these are also things I also picked up. So in one capacity, I was like, okay, maybe she just signed a bad deal. She didn't have an attorney. Maybe she rushed to sign it. Okay. They ended up maybe possibly defrauding her. You hear that stuff all the time, just like you said, with music artists and that type of thing too. Right. But the other side that also made me kind of go, is that when she came out with the video talking about she broke and she ain't got no money, because she literally came on camera and was like, I got a GoFundMe page. I really need the funds to be able to fight back Dave's Gourmet. But in reality, she's also sharing the fact that she's damn near homeless. She's about to have the police at her door to get her out of the house or the apartment, because she's about to get evicted. She has no money for her kids' school supplies, food. She is literally borrowing money from her mom, who's on disability, who just is literally giving her like $20 a week to actually utilize. And she's sharing this, of course, in my head, she's sharing this as I'm watching this from a Starbucks drinking a coffee. So I'm like, okay, you're broke. You have no money for your children. What the fuck are you doing in a Starbucks drinking on a coffee that you done spent money for, but you broke? I'm gonna need you to be at home, that the place that you almost got, that you about to get evicted from. Okay, at least look raggedy and really play the role if you're going to let everybody know you broke. But you at a Starbucks using your last few dollars.
At least lean in on the broke. At least lean in on the broke.
Let us feel that you broke, dog. So that was a real quick red flag. Like, I picked up on that immediately. I said, so this is the last $20 your mama done gave you, but you went to Starbucks having yourself a coffee.
Make that make sense.
Make it make sense. So that was my initial reaction. I didn't have the red flags went up. And then a little bit of that, maybe she might have signed a bad deal and didn't have an attorney present. What was your response when you first saw it? With the GoFundMe.
Oh, with the GoFundMe, I was like, oh, she's just trying to get a bag. I'm sorry. For me, it was not an instant, oh, maybe she signed the wrong deal type of thing. Yes, sure. That's what happens with a lot of black creators. Let me be real. Let me just say that really quick. And I just said it a second ago, but I'm going to say it again. This is what happens to a lot of hungry, almost at the point of desperation, black creators. A company comes in, a record company, movie, whatever, producers, whatever, will swoop in and see this talent and go, oh, we love you, honey. You're just, hey, baby, you're the best thing since sliced bread, baby. And then they go, here's a contract. And they massage your shoulders going, oh, yeah, you're Gucci. Sign on the dotted line, sign in your blood, sacrifice your firstborn. I mean, sign on the dotted line. And what do? You sit there and you sign it because you're thinking about, oh, my God, I'm going to have kids. I'm going to have money. I'm going to have things for my kids. I'm going to have a dope ass whip. I'm going to be able to do this for my mama. I'm about to be, I could do in real estate. I could do all the things that I could be a black Donald Trump. I cannot wait. Not President Donald Trump, but the Trump with the monies. Okay. And guess what happens? A lot of times these black creators get screwed over, and next thing you know, they're off in the corner, off in a ditch, broke. ran through and strung out. That's what happens to a lot of these creators that are out here. And that's really, really the sad part of it all. And people take advantage of that. They're sycophantic vampires that will suck the creativity and life out of really bright stars out here.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to this ish, I saw this from a mile. Shoot, I saw this 100 miles away. I saw this from Pluto. Is Pluto a planet again or not? But anyway, I saw that. And that issue, I'm going, wait a second. Nah, she's just trying to grab some money. You want to know why I think this is exactly why I think this way? Why? It's because how she approached the pink sauce in the first damn place. She started getting a whole lot of people. She started promoting it online, which was smart. Let me be real. Let me keep it a buck. Very beginning, very, very smart. Start smearing it on everything, going, oh, it's delicious. Oh my God. And it's pink, girl. Oh my God. And then everyone loses their doggone minds and they say, oh, I love it. I want to buy it. And then all of a sudden she goes, cha-ching. She sees dollar signs, baby. All she gives a damn about is the money. She's not caring about the distribution. She's not caring about the packaging. She's not caring about the presentation. She ain't thinking like Steve Jobs up in this biz naive, where it's all about the packaging and how it's delivered. It's an experience. When you get that thing from your, it's like Christmas. You know, when you get the iPhone and you open it up from the box and and you know what I mean? The presentation, how it's given to you. You see what I'm saying? How you are receiving that thing. Same thing with this stuff. She did not care. She just started making things in mass quantities, not giving a damn about it being not pink. Some of it was blue, like literally beige, white.
And
some
spoiled.
of it came out spoiled. But that part is another conversation in itself. But she did not care about that. Then on top of that, yes, you got people reacting. And let me say this too, in the very beginning, and this is what burns my cookies. So I'm going to say it and I don't give a fuck.
Say it.
I'm sick and tired of any single time that a person says anything about a black business, a small black business, it's suddenly attacking that black business. Do you understand that any time that somebody puts out a constructive criticism on anything that is black, it is automatically being thrown, like that person's ostracized, like, oh, you ain't black, you don't support the black woman. No, we do. But what's frustrating is that we can't even sit here and say, hey, it's nice here, but if you just put it over here, you know what I'm saying? Well, we don't want you to poison our people. We don't want to we don't want you to poison people.
I'm gonna need your food to be FDA approved. Okay. Yeah, period.
We don't want you poisoning people. We don't want people dead. We want pink sauce to be up here next to Heinz ketchup. You feel me?
Right.
Next to ranch, whatever hidden value ranch, whatever the hell it is. But at the same time, as soon as somebody says something constructive that could be very detrimental to either that business succeeding or failing, instantly we throw the race card in there and going, why are you taking it? Why are you taking the black woman down? It's frustrating. And then you see something like this happen where she gets mad, then it turns into a polarizing conversation. And guess what? Now she's out here still trying to scam people to try to make some more money, being like, oh, boo-hoo, what was me? I need $100,000 now because, I didn't know how to run my game and my money right. I'm sorry.
Literally.
When this GoFundMe came out, I was like, here we go. Here's another scam. I'm sorry. It's a scam to me.
Yeah.
It's a scam to me.
So clearly the people that checked out the GoFundMe felt the same, because as a big of a following as she has, as hugely viral as the pink sauce was, as it now has a distributor and she goes to claim these things. Okay. Mm-hmm. She was trying to raise $100,000. She was only able to raise a little bit over, I think, $25,000. And here's the thing, you guys, people were giving her like 1 and 2. I believe it is. Last I checked, because I did a video on my channel yesterday. And so last I checked, it was there. But literally, she was able to raise a little over $25,000. People were giving her $5 here, $2 there. But here's the thing. The only reason why she was able to raise that 25 was because Kyrie Irving donated $24,000 to her GoFundMe. So as soon as that happened, y'all, Not only did she go completely mum's the word, but she went dark. So you didn't hear not damn thing again about Dave's Gourmet when she hit that 25K. Okay. Soon as Kyrie Irving put that in there is the minute she completely stopped talking about it. Okay. And then went dark until just recently. Just so you know.
But see, this is some okay.
With as much publicity as she got and as much of a fuss she made about it, and as many people really knew about the pink sauce Chef P and all that kind of stuff, you would think more people would have supported her. But I truly believe that even with her having said that, a lot of the reason why people were like, girl, bye, is because of her attitude from the jump. Period.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get this right. Because you say that she went completely dark after she got that 25,000, right? Yep. From Kyrie Irving. Yep. So I guess shout out to Kyrie Irving, but
shout out to him.
But let me just say this though. I thought that with GoFundMe's that you have to get to the goal to actually retrieve all the money. So if
that I'm not sure of.
See, I thought that's how it works. Like you put in like, okay, our goal is $100,000. Shoot, my goal is $100, and say you get to 75 and you're like, man, that'll do. Like, I thought it would be like GoFundMe's like, no, we're not giving you that money until you actually reach the goal.
I don't think so, because there are so many people that do use GoFundMe's for, charity type things and things like that. And I believe they can access the funds. Obviously you can't do it fraudulently, and they'll make you return the money. So this should be quite interesting. But as soon as this shit happened, as soon as Kyrie Irving put that little money in there, okay, because like I said, there were people that literally were putting $5 in there and being like, I hope your ass learned a lesson, bitch. Like that would be what they said on their donation. People weren't buying it, because if that was the case, okay, and I don't mean buying the pink sauce, I mean buying her story about needing these funds and the fact that she's flat broke because these people, not that she's flat broke, that she's flat broke because these people defrauded her. That is the key. And that is what she was spewing out there, dragging Dave's Gourmet name in the mud. So people were leaving comments as they were leaving the little last donations. But if for as much publicity as this got and as much of a stink as she raised, okay, people knew it was some bullshit. Okay, because clearly there would have been way more donations for sure.
Somebody said here, so I ended up sending you money because I think your kids need this money.
That part.
And since you were saying your mom has been helping you, it's funny though, looking through your previous TikTok posts, you made a point that your mom died when you were young. So how are you really getting money, especially since you are bankrupt? It might be a good idea to shut this down, since anyone, including the judge, can see you are still able to get an income. Man, what a great role model you are. And they donated $5. So they donated $5 just to put in their 2 cents.
Just to put in their 2 cents.
Get it? You're welcome.
I like that. Yeah, that was tight. I like that. That was tight. That was tight.
Well, another you are not special. Now go let your kids know to call me daddy, since I'm supporting them. Wow.
They got a little spicy. Okay, they were getting spicy on her GoFundMe, child. But I'm telling you, nobody was buying it, because if that was the case, people would have donated. There are people that would have literally given to her if she was a gracious and humble
she's not
business owner. But from the jump, she made mistake upon mistake, and then never took accountability for any of those mistakes. And it just, from now, she needs people's support, and they're not gonna give it to her. Kyrie felt some type of way, though. Kyrie felt some type of way. Shout out to him.
He probably wanted to holler. He's probably trying to holler then. That's probably what it is. He probably said, like, what's up?
She went dark as soon as she got that coin.
I mean, but she's kind of a butthole. All right, I said it. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm going to play a little bit of this. And I'm just saying, like, if this was her being bamboozled, run amok, led astray, Plymouth Rock didn't, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us type of shit, this would be a totally different story. But she's not. She played herself.
Man,
she played herself. Another one. But
you know what? Real quick, to answer the question about the GoFundMe, real quick.
Yeah.
Look in the comments. You'll see Sheila M. They release a certain amount at a time, but there are
fees. Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to you. Thank you for that. We needed to know that. So thank you.
Yeah. And then Sheila also said tax write-off for Kyrie.
That part.
That's true. He's like, well, I'm donating for a good cause.
That part.
Good cause. But like I said, before we look at this video, it's just frustrating to me. I'm sorry for getting heated, but at the same time, it's just one of those things that anytime that anyone talks about anything towards any type of Black business, and all they're doing is saying, hey, we just need to up there, like, you just need to fix this thing or do this one thing or just up your game a little bit. Suddenly it is an attack on Black businesses. And it's like, no, it's not. In fact, that's constructive criticism so that business can, one, learn from its mistakes, because she clearly has not learned from her mistakes at all. Only thing that's changed is that she got lucky. Some Captain Saberho swooped in and said, sign this contract, lady. Ha ha.
She is so lucky, y'all. People would kill for this type of opportunity.
Sign that ish. And then now she's sitting there going, where's my money? The hell? Is it really selling like that, baby? Okay, come on. Let's play a little bit of this. Let's hear what she got to say. This is frustrating.
Yep.
Businesses of all kinds, we all need to step our ish up, period. If somebody comes to you or it becomes a viral situation, stop fighting back, because let's be real, if it's a joined voice saying the same thing, maybe you need to prick up your ears and listen and fix it.
Right.
Damn. She is, she's
so delusional, y'all. Just wait till she hears what she says. Dave's Gourmet owed her. Y'all gonna trip.
She's a butt-o. She's an absolute butt-o. All right?
Girlfriend is entitled, honey. Just wait.
Pink Chica here. She's a butt-o. Okay.
What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Chef B, and I am back with another video. Okay, so I know y'all wondering, like, where the hell is she? What does she have going on? Is she homeless? What's going on with my contract? I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I've literally been taking a sabbatical just to get my mind together, get my kids stabilized, get my house stabilized, and get my business back in order. So
okay, I'm sorry. I can't go 30 seconds.
From the GoFundMe.
Hold on.
Lord, what are you about to say? What are you about to say?
Nah, she's sitting here going, I got to make sure, like all these things are put together and all that. That stuff should have already been together when you wrote that, when you got that check and that check cleared from Dave's Gourmet. And it's not even just one check. It's a couple checks.
Multiple. You guys wait till you hear the breakdown. Y'all will trip.
I'm sorry. I just need to be I got to be straight funky with y'all. What did she spend all this money on?
That part.
Cocaine? Hookers and blow?
Man, listen.
Wigs? Because that ain't a new wig.
Look, she got many of them. Okay. Oh, no. Actually, to answer that question, okay. You'll find out here, guys, in just a moment, because Dave's Gourmet broke it down too.
Yes,
as to where the alleged money was going. Okay,
we're gonna get through this. I'm sorry, I'll shut the hell up here, but I'm trying to use it for come in here with fair use and all that because this is Anyway, let's play a little bit more of this bullshit. Okay,
that is where I've been, just regaining balance and peace inside of my life, and I'm back now. I missed y'all so
She was
much.
Traveling.
Thank you to all of the people who sent me kind words and motivation. Thank you also for the donations. They have helped tremendously, guys. Now, let's talk about what is actually going on and, all of this chaos that's going on with Dave's Gourmet. So first of all, I want to acknowledge this $120,000 that they've responded to the blog saying that they paid me. So number one, it wasn't an upfront payment of $120,000 straightforward. It was sent to me partially.
And that's a bad thing.
$120,000. You're admitting to having received 120, because remember, by the way, this is one thing we should probably mention. After she came out with the original video and the GoFundMe, took a little while for Dave's Gourmet to come back with a response. Okay. Because I think they were just waiting for it to subside. They probably reached out to her to see if she could stop talking about it. They did, and she wasn't going to stop talking. So they came out. This is not the statement we're going to show y'all. They came out just basically stating that they've paid her $120K, which is why she is now. This is why this video is out, to respond to the fact that she received $120K.
120
out the receipts that we're going to show y'all.
And the other thing is too, I actually disagree, Sandy. I think they were busy just making sure that they had all their receipts. So when this stuff came out, they're like, all right, let's get all our stuff together first, and then we're gonna come out with everything. And I think that's what they did. They're like, nah, accountant, get all that stuff written out, make sure it's nicely put together so that when we put this statement out, no one has to ask any questions because it's all right there. Let's continue.
I don't know if it blocked out right there because the low battery thing came, but they were partial payments, and then also a huge chunk of that money went towards me paying for Airbnb and paying for hotels, because mind y'all, I was homeless for 6 months following this, and in which I kept having a security issue because I was promised that I would receive legal help for people spreading false narratives about the pink sauce. However, that never happened.
Okay.
Pause it right there.
Okay. I wish we had more time. There might be a part 2 to this motherfucker.
For real.
Because, oh my God. Okay. So first off, so you're telling me that you received this money, but you were without home. You were sans home. You were homeless. Okay. You were living in Airbnbs. All right. Now, if I'm correct, if you were getting that kind of lump sum of money, and I don't know where she lives, or I don't know where she ended up moving to, but in those areas, couldn't you have worked something out with the landlord? If you like something, you see what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm about to give you this chunk of money, whatever it might be. I'm sure there are places and apartments, homes, whatever, that would be more than happy to take your money. So you can't tell me that you were already homeless for 6 months whilst the deal was going down. You were homeless. You want to know why you were homeless, girl? Do I have to spell it out? Do you know why you were homeless?
Go ahead.
It's because of the pink sauce. It's because all the people who wanted their money back, that bought your ish, you had to pay them back. So why do you think you were broke? Why do you think you were...
Not even that, but what the fuck are you doing you broke, but you in an Airbnb? You know how expensive Airbnbs are? And Airbnbs are not meant to live in. You're supposed to stay there, vacation, short-term type of situation. I mean, at most, you stay there a week and a half, 2 weeks, vacation or whatever. If you don't get your kids and yourself a damn house or go to an apartment, and especially because she mentions the whole security issue, for having felt as though she had a security issue because people were defaming her name or her brand or whatever the hell. It was just literally people criticizing the fact that the shit was coming up spoiled and it wasn't what it was supposed to be, period. And it wasn't FDA approved. In the meantime, though, when they gave you that first check, regardless of how much that check was, right, exactly. You've literally made 120K, collectively in this time frame, which has been a very short time frame, by the way, literally a year. You could have put a down payment on a house. You could have paid several months up front, just like what was stated on the bottom of the screen. You could have gotten in an apartment that had a gated little community with a security guard up front if it was about the security thing.
You could have had
your ass blew through your damn money. Is all it was. Period.
You could have had a luxury apartment that overlooked the skyline of whatever.
You could have bought a condo with that money.
You could have bought anything. You could have bought an RV and lived
outright. Cash.
So you would have had your own private domicile, but that's the thing. But here's the thing, though. I see a lot of people that do this kind of stupid shit where they, say they don't have a car, so then they go and they rent a car, and it's like, wait a second, do you realize how much that is per every week that you pay for that car? Why not just you hold that money and pay for? It doesn't have to be the greatest car in the world, as long as it gets you from A to B for now, right? It's that thing. It's like an Airbnb is that equivalent of going to Enterprise. It's like the equivalent of going to Enterprise and renting out a decent SUV, per week. Why are you doing that? You're just putting yourself in the hole deeper and deeper. And instead of her actually using this money and doing it properly, spending it on something that she really needs, what her kids need more importantly, she decides, no, I'm going to stay in these Airbnbs because it looks more luxurious and looks really good. Because you know for a fact, if she was going to go and find a place to stay, she was probably going to find a place that was not going to be very aesthetically pleasing, so she wouldn't be able to showboat and act like she's, you know, living a life like it's golden.
Nah, bro, because when y'all see the amounts she was paid, she could have had a nice little luxury apartment. She could have easily purchased a condo, put a down payment on a house.
You got to remember,
she chose to do this dumbass shit and then expects Dave's Gourmet to carry the weight of that, which makes no sense. That's not their responsibility.
But Sandy, there is being fabulous, and then there's ghetto, and then there's ghetto fabulous. Let's not forget that. Let's move on. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second, y'all.
Marinate on that for a minute.
Just marinate on that. There's fabulous, and then there's ghetto fabulous. There's two very drastically different things, and they both exist. Let's continue.
So, it built up a lot for me, in which they know, and I have proof of the conversations that I actually had with them about not receiving the support that I was promised. So that goes to that. Now, also, people speculating about me getting my body done. Me getting my body done would not make me broke. And this ass came from Eunice.
Good night.
Okay, first off, she didn't answer the question. Because she did say, okay, so her ass is real. Yes.
That's great. Fabulous.
Congratulations. It came from her mama. But what about them uppers?
Listen,
I'm just saying.
You can tell she's pulling shit out of her ass just by the way she was like, if you are telling the for real truth and you are for real, like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell in her body language, in my personal opinion, that she's
what I do with my it would not get me broke. Yes, it would.
Looking away trying to find her words. Let me think of what else the fuck I can tell these motherfuckers have.
Yes, you would.
You know, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you know, a BBL,
you through your damn money.
A little tummy tuck, a little breast lift, or even implants, whatever it may be. I'm just saying.
You blew through that damn money, period.
She went through this money. Period. And I hope she saw the world. That's what I'm hoping for. At least get something where she went to Australia.
I hope the kids did too, because she is a mother.
Never thought in my life I'd ever see, Tokyo, Japan. Something like that. Just at least tell me you saw something outside of the four walls that you're living in right now, aside from things. At least I hope she consumes something like human experience with the money. That's all I'm saying. But God knows what Dave Gourmet wants if they want the money back. But let's move on.
This is my ass.
Good job.
And who makes a financial decision that would make them broke? So my body has nothing to do with to make them broke.
Right here? Meaning I wouldn't put myself in a bad financial situation just to get certain. Yes, you would.
Yes, clearly you did.
Yes, you would.
Yeah. By the way, hold that thought for 5 seconds.
Go ahead.
How much time do you have? Because I want to make sure we can get into some of those receipts. Because I know you don't have a ton of time.
Yeah. I'm gonna wrap this part up. I just want to hear this last piece here.
Yep.
Because a lot of it's in the very beginning here.
Yeah.
And then I have 15 more minutes. So let's
okay. I just want to make sure. We want to make sure you get out to your
point. My body has nothing to do with it. So let's leave that completely out of the category of what we're talking about. However, they know the proof and the truth and what I have on this phone. Now.
Okay. We're done. We'll probably have to come back to this another time if we have to, that is. Okay. But I'm going to say this. Unless she is, I don't mean to be, okay. I know I've been calling her a butthole. I'm sorry. Okay. I apologize. But I think
apologize for that.
She is talking out her ass. And I don't like it too much. So I'm calling her a butthole. But outside of that, on some real stuff, maybe there's a reading comprehension situation going on here. Maybe she doesn't fully understand the things that being conversed or corresponded through text messages and in these contracts. And if that's the case, that can definitely paint her in a really bad corner. But at the same time, I don't know about you, but I've been broke before. So I always sleep with one eye open. And never would I ever get this kind of lump sum of money and just blast all that money. You want to know why? Because there's always that fear of being broke again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like PTSD, for crying out loud. You're like, I ain't never gonna get broke again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it blows my mind that she is willing to just blast all this money, thinking that every 2 weeks she's gonna get a fat check. No, not if people aren't buying your stuff. So anyway, I digress. All right, we will look at that more later on, but at the same time, PTSD like a mother lover, in my personal opinion. Now we got to get into this other part, and okay, so Chef P, Dave's Gourmet responded. Okay, everybody. They had some things to say, and there's quite a bit that they did say.
Do you want me to read it, since I know you've got little parts? I've got it in front of me too.
Yeah. Do that.
I'm gonna read it real
and we're gonna
quick.
pause. We'll pause in and out of your stuff. So just
you'll want to pause in and out.
Yeah, just get ready if I say, hey, whoa.
Nope, you're good.
All right, cool.
You're good. All right, here we go.
Let her rip.
Pink Sauce and Dave's Gourmet partnership timeline. In August of 2022, Dave's Gourmet signed an agreement with Veronica Shaw and her entities Pink Sauce LLC and Flavor Crazy Inc., in which Shaw was responsible for promoting Pink Sauce through digital content, and Dave's Gourmet was in charge of achieving the required shelf stability for the product, making the formula acceptable for commercial production, and following the FDA's food production guidelines, production and sales of the Pink Sauce product online and to retailers. At the time, Shaw was not producing Pink Sauce because FDA instructed her to cease all production due to quality concerns. She was making it in her kitchen and was shipping it out without refrigeration in the heat of the summer, and the sauce frequently went bad during shipping, as evidenced by many social media posts. Now, pay attention, y'all, okay?
Yep.
The sauce was not shelf stable and was not safe for shipping without refrigeration. The negative publicity online and the social media due to the quality issues that Shaw had experienced, okay? So because of that, look, according to this agreement, Shaw, this is the first part. According to the agreement, Shaw received an upfront payment of $45,000 as part of the agreement for Dave's Gourmet to pursue the sales of Pink Sauce. That is the first payment, you guys, okay? And it was a lump sum
$45,000.
That part. According to the agreement, Ms. Shaw was responsible for all the refunds for the products that predated the agreement. Okay, so Dave's Gourmet had nothing to do with the fact that she fucked up the first time. So they said, you need to remedy that shit, and we're not responsible for it. After the agreement was signed, it turned out that neither Shaw nor her entities had enough funds to cover all the refunds to the people who never received the product that she was responsible for, according to the agreement. It is our belief that Shaw was fully aware that there was not enough funds to cover those refunds. There was a hold put by Shopify and PayPal on most of the cash in her accounts due to multiple customer complaints, and even the cash that was there was mostly not available to pay refunds.
Okay, pause for a second.
That part.
Okay. So you notice what I said earlier, right? I said, why do you think that she's in the hole? Why do you think that she's in an Airbnb and hasn't found a permanent home for her family and her kids for the past 6 months? Because of all of this ish that's going down, all the money that she's supposed to be giving back to people that were angry from bad product, etc. Even to the point where Shopify and PayPal were both on hold because all the cash in her account, because she owed everybody so much freaking money.
Yeah.
But guess what Dave's Gourmet did? Continue.
Here we go. Okay. Dave's Gourmet couldn't see customers disappointed with no product and no refund, so it provided approximately $30,000 to cover the refunds, even though this was Shaw's responsibility. What? Again, I say, they provided her with an additional $30,000 to cover those refunds and expenses. Okay.
$75,000 in total so far. Now,
that's where we're at so far.
One thing real quick, mind blowing, because when I'm looking at that, I'm going, wait, what is it that's so special about this Pink Sauce that Dave's Gourmet was willing to risk it all in saying, you know what, in fact, we'll give you another $30,000 to pay for the refunds of all those clients, of all those patrons, so that you're back to even. Okay. So interesting. $45,000 was really the amount so far that was given strictly to her 30 is supposed to be given to the customers.
Right.
Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
But still, in total, $75,000 was given to her. Go ahead. Continue. This is
Some of these funds came back to Dave's Gourmet after the hold on Shaw's account was lifted by PayPal and Shopify. Okay. Prior to entering the partnership with Dave's Gourmet, Shaw reviewed and negotiated the contract with the help from her attorney. Okay. According to the contract, Shaw receives royalties that depend on the sales of pink sauce. And also there is a milestone payment if certain goals are met. So in other words, they incentivized it. Okay. So if she probably sells a certain number of bottles of the pink sauce, she probably gets a nice lump sum payment as a milestone payment. Okay. So that's royalties. A great way to incentivize selling the product. Okay. Keep in mind also, I need everyone to recognize and realize at the beginning of what I just stated that she is also supposed to be, per her agreement, also promoting the pink sauce on her social media as well. Okay. And its availability in Walmart and on Dave's Gourmet's website. Okay. So that's part of her agreement.
Wait. Right. I'm sorry. She's supposed to be promoting it.
Yes.
Let me just get that right. Not only just on her stuff, on her social media, but also but Dave Gourmet's stuff too.
Well, the fact that it's available on Dave's Gourmet's website. You see what I'm saying? So she's supposed to have been throughout that time promoting the sale of said product. And I ain't going to front to y'all. Okay. She ain't been doing none of that. And I've been following her for a minute because I thought this was such an interesting story in general. And I ain't seen no $45,000 worth of her promoting this product. If anything, I've just seen her be braggadocious that she done got this deal. She might do a couple of reels that are unrelated to pink sauce, but I have not seen her promote this. So she wasn't even holding her end of the bargain. Okay. And I follow her on both Instagram and TikTok.
I also feel like I've seen her promote other stuff, like other ideas, other concoctions. Yeah. Some like pasta or something like that, like other things, but I've never seen her talk or promote pink sauce anymore. You see what I'm saying?
Not the way she was doing it before, which is what they expected her to continue to keep doing. And my thing is this is where her dumb ass fucked up. Okay. At the end of the day, this is one of the ways. My thing is when you get a deal like this, if I get a deal like this, my ass is telling everybody and their mom exactly what they can do with the pink sauce, where you can find it, how you can get it. I'm doing recipes. I'm sharing recipes, literally with the same energy that she had when the stuff went viral, with showing it with everything you could possibly eat. She literally stopped doing all of that as soon as she got the deal with Dave's Gourmet. I really, truly feel as though, one, she's obviously entitled and she got greedy. I felt as though she felt like I'm finna sign this deal and they finna do all the work fucking for me because she did absolutely nothing after that. Before she was promoting the hell out of it. You saw it everywhere. Everyone was seeing it was on pizza. It was chicken. It was this. And then as soon as she signed that deal, you never saw the pink sauce. You might see a few promotional photos that she might put up, but she wasn't promoting it like she was supposed to.
Right. And the other thing I will say too, just to add on to that, I get that maybe she was tired of promoting or showing off pink sauce. Like at some point she's like, well, I got the deal. Now I can lay back. No, actually, that's the time that you go even harder. That's the moment when you push. Yeah, you might be tired of eating it. Yeah, you might be tired of showing it and putting it on, everything in front of you. But at the same time, you are going to be a multi-million, possibly billionaire if you keep playing the game right. But she doesn't even do that. She just gets complacent. She gets complacent and gets lazy as F. But we should continue.
Yes. Here we go. Let us see. Okay. Now, all payments have been communicated and paid on time in accordance to the agreement, with the agreement. Dave's Gourmet also advised Veronica that pink sauce royalties should not be her only source of income as they can fluctuate, and she should have a regular job to make sure that she has financial stability.
Blam.
Period. At the time, Dave's Gourmet did not know if any of the sales will be generated from pink sauce. They didn't know. They didn't know what to expect. In the fall of 2022, Shaw was struggling financially. I need y'all to pay attention to this part. In the fall of 2022, Shaw was struggling financially. Dave's Gourmet wanted to be helpful, and over the course of several months, provided Shaw with multiple cash advances that totaled more than $40,000 without charging Shaw interest or fees. These advances were supposed to be offset by future royalties that Shaw was going to earn. So they gave her a cash advance, not even knowing if they'd be able to get their money back, if pink sauce would even sell enough on the shelves to make that $40K in revenue. And they gave it to her anyway, trying to help the sister out.
$45,000, $30,000, $40,000.
That part.
That's 125.
Listen,
Am I correct?
It's a total of 120 total so far. I mean, not now. It's total of 120 because we still got some more figures.
No, but that's 40 plus 45, right? So that's 85. So and then there's 35, right?
Let's see. We got
wait,
45. Look,
oh
we're
my
not
dear
doing
God,
the math.
I've lost my fucking mind.
Look.
I've lost my mind.
I know we tied. We parents.
It's yeah. What was it? Fuck.
So we were at 75. Then
add the
she
40.
done got herself another 40K. So we doing the math right now.
So it's 115,000.
Yep,
115, man. I was off. Whatever. Fuck off. Okay, you know what I'm saying.
I don't do math in my head. We gonna do it on the calculator, child.
Still a lot of money.
That part.
Okay? Still over 100,000 so far. 115,000.
And did her a solid. Not even knowing if, no matter with all the horrible negativity and whatever, because they took a chance on this girl. They took a chance on this product. They don't even know if they're going to recoup that money, and they still gave her another cash advance. Do you understand me? So she's literally, and this is, by the way, in less than a year's time. Okay? This is from August of 2022. Keep in mind, she's been complaining about this for the last month, so it was less than a year that she got that money. Okay?
I'm just saying, like, what? How did he become Captain Save-A-Ho? What happened here?
She was looking at this business deal as a literal bank account. Okay.
Like, what the heck
this was going to be where she was going to live her lavish, whatever life she wanted to lead. Dave's Gourmet was supposed to provide that. That's why I keep saying her ass is acting entitled as fuck. Because literally, I don't know what the fuck she thought was going to come from this. Literally, this became her bank, her checking account.
How did
She's trying to make withdrawals?
But my thing is like, how does this even happen? You already have a failing business. This dude, Dave's Gourmet, comes swinging in. Like, what happened? Did they knock boots or something? Like, what is going? Does he know? Does she know where his bodies are buried? Like, what the?
That's what I'm saying. They literally handed her money. Literally handing her money, knowing they may not even recuperate the cost.
No other company I have ever seen in the history of companies would ever sit here and go, yeah, I'm willing to risk it all for this. Yep. None of them would. They'd be like, this is a lost cause. By deuces. We're looking at the paperwork. We're looking at the numbers, and the numbers are telling us that you are beyond bankrupt. You're beyond broke. Why would we help you out? No, bye. Your business model, you don't even have a business model. The stuff is trash. What's up with Dave's Gourmet? We got to look at Dave's Gourmet too for a second here, y'all.
Right.
Like, what the fuck you on? Were you smoking crack together? And you
look, they fueled the fire. They created this. They helped create this monster too, because it was too easy for them to just go to them and be like, look, I need some money. I'm broke yet again. Because wait till y'all hear the rest of it, because you're gonna be like,
yeah.
Damn, they put themselves in this position themselves.
All I'm saying is I just don't get it. I've never seen any company, no companies, I don't care if it's black or white, I've never seen a company sit there and be willing to risk it all. That's a lot of quiche. And I get it. They probably are a multi-million-dollar company, but that's still a lot of money being blasted and wasted on a person that does not care about a damn thing.
Clearly.
Unless you have the rights or own the patent to the pink sauce itself. But
and Lord only knows.
And Lord only knows.
Wait.
This is famous Amos type stuff, y'all.
Right.
Famous Amos. But go ahead.
Here we go. All right. So here we go. No. 40.
So
okay.
$115,000 spent so far. Go ahead.
Right. In March of 2023, Shaw communicated that she had spent the entirety of her previous advances and that she needed another advance to feed her children and to avoid being evicted. That's March of 2023. Dave's Gourmet sent her 2 advances that total $5,000, but again, encouraged her to continue working her other job and pursue her private chef career as she had been doing prior to partnering to commercially produce pink sauce. Okay. Then here we go. Because now they're not as excited about sending her the money. They're not sending her as much. So now here she go. Shaw wanted to know more about the activities related to pink sauce at Dave's Gourmet. In the beginning of 2022, the Dave's Gourmet team set up a weekly standing meeting to discuss brand strategy to support and collaborate with Shaw. Shaw attended only a couple of these meetings and has not been in attendance since. Okay. Okay, hold up. Wait. Now, in
What?
February, get this. In February of 2023, Veronica requested, Pac, just wait on it. You wait till you hear this shit. Veronica requested over $10,000 in marketing expenses to throw herself a birthday party, and also provided a request for Dave's Gourmet to pay for her dress that would cost more than $800 and shoes which cost over $600 that would potentially be used in a TikTok video. Dave's Gourmet suggested a smaller budget. See, that's where they fucked up. You're not gonna send me as a business owner a request for no damn shoes and 10 grand for a birthday party, and then I'm gonna come back and be like, might I request a smaller budget for said birthday party and shoes, man?
Oh my
dress,
dear
man.
God!
Get the hell out of here! This is when y'all should have exited out and said, "Bitch, you crazy? No. We're done." That would have been my out. Peace out. Okay, if the other cash advances and all the other situations did make you all of a sudden say, I'm out this bit, this should have been the opportunity for you to be like, peace out. I'm out this bit. It's not even worth it. Okay, so she's putting this bullshit out right now. They suggested a smaller budget, and because Dave's Gourmet would not approve these expenses, Shaw refused to collaborate or contribute to marketing efforts alongside Dave's Gourmet moving forward. Keep in mind, she wasn't doing the shit. No way. Okay.
This is one spoiled ass. All right.
Right. Then in February of 2023, she attempted to submit business expense reports for personal expenses like, ready? Buying 4 pairs of sneakers or expensing her grocery bills. Dave's Gourmet informed her that such activities are fraudulent and asked a lot of questions related to the receipts submitted. Shaw did not respond to any of those questions. And in May of 2023, due to the large cash advances on Shaw's royalty payment, the balance for Q1 royalties owed to Shaw was $666.86. Okay. Now, Dave's Gourmet decided to hold off on deducting the $10,000 in advances from the royalties due until a later period so that Shaw had more funds to cover her needs at the time. And instead, get this, they paid her $10,666.68. The balance and all payments have been outlined and communicated to Veronica consistently. So they deducted the advances of $10,000 at the second quarter royalty payment. That's when she started complaining, you guys. Okay, when they deducted all of those cash advances, okay, then she submitted an expense report. Shaw submitted an expense report to Dave's Gourmet that included a request for payment for her time dedicated to making social media content, which I know for a fact, in my personal opinion, her ass did nothing. Okay, such requests was outside of the terms of the agreement. Dave's Gourmet asked for clarifications related to the various expenses listed by Shaw, but backups, receipts, and explanations were not provided. Okay, so Dave's Gourmet reminded Shaw that those business expenses needed to be approved by Dave's Gourmet. Dave's Gourmet has kept his timeline of this information private. Okay, so now they want us to know they kept all this stuff private leading up until Veronica took to social media with defamatory statements regarding the integrity of our business, which has put us in an unfortunate position to share details that would have otherwise remained private. In other words, you backed us up against a wall. So now we putting your whole business out there because you saying that we defrauded you. No, we're gonna let everybody know that we gave you all kinds of money, advances that wasn't even necessary, that we ain't even got the money for yet. Okay. So that is essentially the gist of it. In total, Veronica Shaw has received over $120,000 in payments from her partnership with Dave's Gourmet and Pink Sauce since August of 2022 to date. She had certain obligations in the contract related to social media activities that she has violated multiple times, but Dave's Gourmet chose not to enforce them, not to create a strained relationship. After Shaw went to social media to create the illusion that she's not being compensated properly, Dave's Gourmet communicated to both Shaw and her attorney that Dave's Gourmet will cover the costs. Oh, Lord. Cover the cost of Shaw's legal counsel to go through the provisions of the agreement and the payments to explain that the payments were correct. So they even offered to pay for her attorney to look over the agreement just to keep her happy, and she refused. Okay, and Dave's Gourmet is following the agreement. This proposal was rejected by Shaw. That's their statement, you guys. So understand why we got a whole attitude about the shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's and you wonder why we are, or at least I'm calling her a butthole, because she's a butthole. This is dumb. Listen, guys. This is dumb. Well over $125,000 was spent on her. And like I said, why did they all of a sudden think that, like, I don't understand. She literally said, I'm going to keep pushing until you break. I'm going to keep pushing to see how much money I can get out of you. I don't care. And the thing is they said multiple times, hey, keep your day job. Whatever that day job is, keep that money, keep that that amount of money coming in, because you never know. Maybe nobody ever buys pink sauce. It just sits there on the shelf collecting dust. You never know, because it has such bad stigma attached to it. Maybe people might be like, no, I don't want to buy that shit. But still, she was that cocky that she just took all their money and said, I need more. Give me more. Man,
and expected them to continue to give it to him. But you know what? Here's the thing. Dave's Gourmet literally after the first couple of cash advances and all her, her coming back and forth, asking them for this bogus ass shit for expenses and business expenses and, whatever marketing expenses, knowing you could see on her social media, me as just a regular follower saw on her social media that she was not doing what she was supposed to do per said contract. I'd have been severed ties with this girl. Okay, because literally at the end of the day, what it boils down to is her ass got greedy, entitled. She fumbled her own fucking bag, her damn self. And Dave's Gourmet is out a whole hell of a lot of money because they let this girl run them ragged.
This is some sad shit. Because you know what? This is the thing. Okay, at the end of the day, I want us all to win. Especially, I love seeing those kind of Cinderella stories, those rag to riches stories, when somebody does something that goes viral, creates something brilliant, like the pink sauce had the potential of becoming. But instead, and this is the other thing though, she had the opportunities. She screwed up, and still she got another chance at bat, but right with somebody who is willing to basically underhand pitch the ball to her and say, all you got to do is hit it. That's all you got to do. Just hit the ball and you will get billions of dollars. Your whole life will change in an instant if you just play this game right with us. They did everything they could. They tried to work with her. They gave her over hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's insane to me, and yet she still found a way to fumble the ball.
Period.
How does one do that? And let me tell you, I'm sorry, I'm bringing race into it. I don't give a fuck. How often do you see a white business, a conglomerate, big time business, white men that are standing there looking at your stuff, go and say, young black business, I like your business. I'm willing to do everything I can to give you as much money as I can. Oh, you want some more money? That's fine. We'll help you out. We'll do this. We'll help you out. We'll help you out. We'll help you out.
Social. Just post on social. That's all they asked her to
post do. Post on social. You had so many opportunities. How often do you get a big business, white hair business that's willing to sit there and go, that has plenty of money? Clearly they do. That's willing to sit here and go, we see you're a struggling business, but we're willing to help you out.
We're willing to give you,
and we're willing to line your pockets. But then the other thing too is, do you know how many other hot sauce or sauce companies out here that are black owned, black businesses that are prominent, that are doing fairly well for themselves just by word of mouth, that Dave's Gourmet just wasted time not looking at because they were wasting their time on Miss Shaw? That doesn't make sense to me.
And do you think they're going to work with another black creator again?
No.
Hell no.
That's the problem. That's the problem here. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. Instead of this girl realizing that, not trying to bring faith into the situation, but, God just put this whole dope thing in your lap, literally in your lap, even after you mucked it up really bad.
Big time.
This is an opportunity to right your wrongs, learn from your lessons, and make a strong and substantial business out of a dream that you created on TikTok.
That part.
And you still can't even do that. This is the issue here, y'all. And that's the thing, because we see it with white creators too, that get too big for their britches. They see the dollar signs. They think about the money rather than thinking about, well, this is a service I'm giving people. This product I'm giving people, either joy or fashion, a look, whatever it may be, but I'm servicing people here. with this product. And I want them to leave and feeling good and happy and loving it so much that they want to go and get it again. She doesn't care about that. She just cares about whatever she used that $120 plus $1,000 on. And that's sad, y'all.
Yeah. It's a horrible thing. Literally, I'm just, my thing is shut the fuck up at this point, because
we lost her. No, we lost her.
Dave's Gourmet completely. Hold on. Okay. Look, that means it's almost time for us to go. But at the end of the clip, earlier, the clip that we shared of you with Veronica, right? She mentioned something about now feeling free. Okay, the very end of the clip, now feeling free, like she can share freely, okay, without any ramifications or whatever. So I'm wondering if she got out of the deal. You know, if they just severed ties and kept it moving, because at this point, Dave's Gourmet should, right? They're bleeding, okay? And if there is pink sauce still on their website or still on the Walmart shelves, of course, they need to recoup costs. They need to sell whatever inventory they already have, okay? Right. Because that's just going to be spoiled, literally spoiled. You know, it's a waste. They've spent their money and all that stuff. So, of course, they're going to sell whatever they have. So I'm wondering if by that statement, if she actually was able to sever ties. So it's going to be interesting to see if after a little bit, anything comes out more from Dave's Gourmet, or if she clarifies that statement that she made at the end of her video. But in the meantime, in between time, I ain't buying her ass with this, none of this shit. Okay.
I'm telling you right now, no other business is going to want to rock with her at all. Not after this kind of stuff comes out. If she was able to wiggle herself out of the contract that she made with Dave's Gourmet, and you never know, they might own the patent. They might, I don't know what she
about
signed.
That too, Pocket's a good point.
And the thing is do not bite the hand that is feeding you. And you got people, you got to remember, this is a broke ass woman right now versus Dave's Gourmet that clearly has buckets and buckets of dollars in their pockets. Okay. And they can definitely pay a lawyer or whoever, multiple lawyers, a team of lawyers to make this last forever, to the point where she stays broke forever and she can never utter or even use the brand or the likeness of the color pink. I'm being dead ass. This is very, very bad. But I will say though, Dave's Gourmet, man, if you looking for another black business that you know, with some stuff, yo, I got something really dope. It's a brand new cheese, and I've been making it for a long time. It's called From Under cheese. So let me know if you need something new, you need something with that little bit of that little tang.
From Under cheese.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little salty, but it's got that, you know what I mean, kick to it. You feel me? From under cheese. From you know what I'm saying? Just saying out loud, just in case.
We're just making
just in case, you know what I'm saying? Because I'd love to make $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I will be your business counsel. I will literally be Dave's Gourmet's business counsel and determine how these checks are being disseminated. Okay, so if you're looking for somebody to put on salary that's actually going to do their job and make sure y'all ain't wasting your motherfucking money, hire my black ass. I got you.
Thank you. And then
okay, I got Dave's Gourmet.
See, she got it, and then all you got to do is we just got to take a little a cheese grater and just grate my balls. We good. You know what I'm saying? From Under cheese. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Just
y'all tell his ass to turn off the camera.
Lightly graze.
Tell his ass to turn the camera off. We done the podcast.
Okay,
tell his ass to turn off the camera and get off the motherfucking
I could be a billionaire. It could change the world. It could change the world. Okay, that Musk. Okay, not that Elon Musk. That Musk. Okay,
Lord, I can't. I legit can't.
That's it. That's all we need. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all for being here. What a conversation. Have a great rest of your day. Do not forget to hit that like button down below. Crush it, crush it, crush it. Please and thank you. Also, do not forget From Under cheese. I'm kidding. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right.
Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, y'all. Like, share this video, especially because we done broke it all the way down, you guys. Okay. And look, if somebody's trying to get a backstory, send it to them, but send this channel out to as many people as possible. Yes. We are ready to take in more family, you guys. Shout out to every single one of y'all that are new. Welcome to the family, and y'all have an
There it is.
amazing rest of your hump day.
Yes, you're very welcome, everybody, from Under Cheese. But have a great one, guys. Have a great one. Hey, that stuff probably tastes better than pink sauce, shoot.
Cheese from your
Anyway.
balls tastes better than.
Yes.
You know what? I am going to go.
I have not slept.
Right now.
That's what it is. Okay, guys.
That part.
I'm kidding.
Let me call your wife and tell her to come get her husband
I'm kidding.
off this podcast.
Okay.
I'll be on the phone like, hello.
I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. We got some more crazy conversations coming for show, so be on the lookout. Make sure that notification bell is on and set to all, okay? Because we do go on, and when we go on, it's random sometimes. So be on the lookout for that. Love you guys. Have a great one. Much love. See you soon. Peace.
Love y'all. Mwah. I can't with you, dude.